So we'll now unveil so we can see what is underneath. I think this is the place where we clap. We can pass copies around, pass copies. Let's hold copies. Let's also smile. Let's also smile. This picture will be framed. It will show how you came to support the poor, out of school children. Just don't cover your face. We want to see your face. Thank you very much. Please, those who are at the back, can we clap for them? You can hold the copies because you have indirectly bought that copy already.
Congratulations. One is yours.
It's also my honor on behalf of Humanitarian Services Diamond Awards to give this Humanitarian Service Award, which is proudly presented to Osahon Osa Okunbo, Chairman Wells an apartment, founder of Osa Okunbo Foundation, emerging leader of philanthropy. Please, can we put our hands together for this? In recognition of your exceptional track record towards national development, societal upliftment, and relentless service to humanity. It's my pleasure to meet you.
All right, thank you very much. On behalf of Humanitarian Services Diamond Awards, I want to present this to you in recognition of your exceptional track record towards national development, societal upliftment, and relentless services to humanity. This award is most resilient and defender of human rights award. Congratulations. Humanitarian Services Diamond Awards. I want to present this award on women engagement and empowerment in recognition of your exceptional track record.
Stand before you today as we celebrate the 2024 Humanitarian Service Diamond Awards. This occasion is not only recognition of exemplary service, but also a testament to unwavering commitment of individuals, organizations dedicated to making positive impact in our communities. As the convener of this prestigious award, I am privileged to witness the remarkable courage and compassion and dedication that defined all awardees here present. Each embodies the spirit, principles of humanity, showing us that true leadership is measured is not measured by titles or accolades, but by the difference we make in the lives of others. Today also marks the launch of the Charity Magazine, a platform designed to highlight and amplify the voices of those who are making significant strides in the world of philanthropy and service. Through this magazine, we aim to inspire, inform, and give voice to the vulnerables, and engage a wider audience in the vital work being done by individuals and organizations committed in creating positive change. Our journey is far from over. The challenges we face are great, but the collective efforts of those gathered here today reaffirmed our belief in the power of humanity to overcome these challenges and build a better society. Let us continue to support and uplift one another, championing the values and principles of humanity. Considering our nation struggling with poverty, conflict, unemployment, out-of-school children, and hunger, the challenges we face are vast and complex, but they are not insurmountable. What we need is involvement, whether through voluntary advocacy, donations, or simply raising awareness. Your contribution, however modest it may seem, can spark change. As we honor the spirit of Humanitarian Day, let us commit ourselves to action, to more actions. Let us be the voice and the advocate of justice that offers support and heart that extend kindness. In closing, I extend my deepest congratulations to all awardees, sponsors, and heartfelt thanks to everyone who made the time to be here. To our fallen heroes, humanitarians who lost their lives in serving humanity, we remember the late Captain Osa Okombo, who we lost exactly 3 years ago. He was a great humanitarian, an emancipator of the less privileged. Today, we honor him with Humanitarian Posthumous Award for his compassion, patriotism, humanitarian service in leadership, his extraordinary contribution of time, voice, and resources to humanity during his lifetime. We pray, may his gentle soul and the souls of all departed rest in perfect peace. And I also thank his son, who is here present, who is doing a great job, the Captain Osa Foundation, for living up to expectation. I know his father will be proud with him. I most sincerely welcome everyone. Enjoy your evening. Thank you.
To my heart when I came in here. Congratulations, the organizers, for being so thoughtful as to bring about something that is this gorgeous, encouraging, and important. Because my religion teaches that wealth should go round, it should not be confined to one place. Wealth must be put in business so that it grows and takes care of others. And certain percentage of that wealth is extracted yearly for the benefit of the indigent. We are encouraged as believers to look at those that are not people of means, that are straitened, to assist them. And you do that seeking his countenance without waiting for thank you, as we have seen. Some people are poor, or circumstances that we are experiencing in the country has made them to be indigent, impoverished. They are too honored. The Quran says, too proud to beg. The unthinking may deem them to be wealthy. They do not beg for importunity. So you will not wait for the needy to ask you to give them. You look for them. And Islam teaches us also that the best among us is the one who brings benefit to others. Whatever will benefit the society, will benefit the people, their education, their source of water, their source of livelihood, anything that will bring a change in another person's life. It is important you do that. The rich, according to their means, the straitened, according to their means, even a smile could be a charity. So the Humanitarian Service Diamond Awards encourages. It is a signpost. It is what will goad other people. The people you are awarding today with these plaques, with these garlands, deserve them. When they did what they did, they were not expecting this. They were not expecting anything. They did it because it came from the heart. But this will encourage others, people of means, to take the same path. This is really, really heartening. And congratulations to the awardees. Congratulations to the Humanitarian Service Diamond Awards organizers for a job that is worth praising, both on earth and in heaven. Thank you very much for your attention and for the patience with which you exercise that.
I do this because encouraging people who invest in humanity is a good cause. So I'm impressed, and I'll continue to support them for as much as we can.
So how do you feel also seeing that the legacy that your father left, seeing the good deeds, also being appreciated?
So I mean, one of the principles that I learned from my father was investing in humanity, and as you can see, like you quite rightly pointed out, it's something that lives past you. May his soul rest in peace. This is the third year of his transition to glory, and his impact is still being felt. We, as his children, as benefactors, we will continue to beneficiaries rather. We'll continue to uphold the legacy the best way we can, and continue to invest in humanity like he did.
Another question? I think that's all. Let's not take
That's
it.
it.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Thank you.
But I mean, as a Nigerian citizen, I always feel like there's always more to be done. The government is doing what they can. The economy is what it is, and we as citizens should just continue to support them as much as we can.
Thank you so much.
However, there is a very negative, pessimistic attitude about older persons, in spite of the fact that we all pray to grow old. Older persons are seen as a distraction. And investment in older persons and issues of older persons are really seen as digression from core development issues. And they are seen as though it was a fight between investing in older people and investing in the youth population. And this is because there is a very wrong perception that aging population has nothing to do with economic growth. So when opportunities occur, when in humanitarian delivery efforts, maybe due to limitations in funding, you find a situation where the issue is which investment will bring the most impact. An impact now is measured in terms of dividend, call it population dividend. Which investment is going to give back? And of course, once that question is brought up, older persons lose out. Because it is believed that when you invest in an older person, you have nothing to gain back. That it is a waste. Because why? They have nothing to contribute. But I want to start by saying that indeed, there is no typical older person. You cannot find a typical older person. The population of older persons is as diverse as you can imagine. On one end, you have older persons that are full of vigor. They are able to live independently with autonomy. They continue to contribute and to participate. They are still heads of their families and are investing in their communities. And on the other extreme, you have older persons that are extremely, absolutely poor, vulnerable. And that continuum of care at that end, you find older persons that cannot help themselves at all because they cannot carry out activities of daily living. They depend on others for their hygiene, depend on others for their movement. They depend on others for their feeding, and so on and so forth. But however you look at it, whether you have older persons on this spectrum that can continue to contribute and are contributing and are participating joyfully in what they value, many of them continue to make income, that contributes to economic growth if we should invest. In NSCC, we have had costs to carry out our needs investment, our needs assessment. And we have found older artisans, traditional artisans. We have found farmers. We have found weavers, all old, very old, and yet they still contribute to the intricacy in their artistry and are producing the most beautiful things you can imagine. All they need is opportunity. How do we integrate them? How do we bring equity? How do we bring justice? How do we, yes, in delivering our humanitarian project, how do we see older persons beyond the humanitarian projects? And how do we build that system that truly integrates them and make them worthy of financial inclusion, make them worthy of health and social care, make them worthy of health insurance, make them worthy of partaking in housing and transportation and everything that gives life and makes life beautiful for other population categories. And on the other hand, as you saw, in investing in the social care, the geriatric social care of those ones that are so vulnerable, who need skilled workforce. Now, very soon, Nigeria is going to wake up to the geriatric social sector that NSCC with partners has just opened up. Why? Because this particular population category, they need skilled workforce, something that Nigeria never thought about. Why? Because aging was seen to be cultural. It was to be the responsiveness and the willingness and depending on the capacity of family to care. But the family structure has now been compromised by the global trend of migration. We know the Japa syndrome. We have seen urbanization and so on and so forth. And then role conflicts. So family strength is compromised. And our older persons are left alone, abused, sometimes abandoned. But Nigeria, through NSCC, is now showing that with this brought this end of the spectrum of older persons who are poor and vulnerable, needing long-term care in their continuum, that Nigeria can build an economy. We have opened up job creation opportunities. As I speak to you now, state and university teaching hospitals with geriatric units. In fact, many of them now are rushing now to build their geriatric units. Are right now, as I speak to you, undergoing training in the quality assurance assessor certification. Why? Because Nigeria has entered that space now where our institutions will start training and certifying caregivers. Certification of caregivers, yes, because our older persons are worthy of having skilled workforce. Our families are worthy of receiving that respite, that you do not have to be sandwiched between your own children, taking care of your own children and taking care of your own parents, and you do not know how because you're not a professional. Yes, we are in the space where we are building the mechanisms, the systems, the processes, and the procedures to bring social welfare and to bring justice to our senior citizens, to ensure that we have an inclusive society. Yes, where our older persons have a right